Today is a show all about NVS. Technology is out, innovation is out. Oh my God, this, oh my God, that in tech is all out. It's all about jealousy, envy, and all those emotions. Because think about it this way. A person from our team went all the way to Hawaii, to the sunny beaches of Hawaii. It wasn't me. The incredible, the godlike space of the pyramids in Giza in Egypt, I didn't get to go. It's incredible what this team is doing, where they travel, the exotic spaces they go to, and I don't get to see it other than just going to it through you. So let's do this. I think the envy is shared. I don't get to go, you don't get to go, but these people do. The show today has a lot of stuff, but like I said, the main emotion I bring to you is envy. Let's get started with today's Cell Guru.
We bring you the next big thing in technology from Hawaii as we travel all the way to get you a close look of Qualcomm's 865 chipset and everything that it will enable your smartphones to do in the future. HMD Global chooses an exotic location to launch the successor of the 2.2. We travel to Egypt to get you the first impressions of the Nokia 2.3, a budget smartphone that will come to India soon. Huawei brings its highly capable smartwatch to Indian shores with 2 weeks of battery life and all the kicks of a fitness smartwatch. Find out if you should buy the GT2 in our review. And we have a very special guest on the show to talk about the role of smartwatches in sports and a whole lot more.
But the first story I start with is not about envy or jealousy. It's actually about great technology. This is the Huawei Watch GT2. Now, it's a great watch in every which way. This has an actual processor, a smart chip built in that is made specifically for wearables. So the kind of features that have been built into this, maybe no other smartwatch has it. So it's got another part that I love, and that is about a 15-day battery life. I've tried it out personally. My special celebrity guest has tried it out personally, and both of us clocked in between 13 to 17 days. When I actually wear this watch right now in front of you and put the strap on, with this hand that I have right here, does it look like I'm actually wearing a smartwatch or one of those classic analog watches? So it's a very special watch, and then once we've done the review, a very special guest will join me. Bhaichung Bhutia joins me because he spent a lot of time with this watch. First, the review.
Wearables are only getting smarter, and a pretty sleek one just marched right into our wrist just before the year ends. Maybe just in time for our resolutions to be made. Well, meet the Huawei Watch GT2. This is the successor to the Watch GT and starts at 14,990 rupees for the 42mm variant. We got the 46mm dial size for review, which is priced at rupees 15,990, and we took it out for a spin. So let's see if it's all that you will need for your New Year fitness goals. Huawei has gone all out on the design of the Watch GT2. This watch dresses to impress. It is sleek and looks like a super premium watch, especially with the different watch faces that you can choose from. The dial doesn't rotate and it has a sporty element and feel to it. The 46mm variant has a 1.3-inch AMOLED display. It was good and sharp even under direct sunlight. Huawei claims 2 weeks battery, and when we tried it, with heavy use through 2 days, the battery level had barely fallen by a few notches. This could also be because of the powerful Kirin A1 chipset that powers this watch. Getting into the watch a bit further, it runs on Huawei's Light OS. This is a user-friendly interface with options to easily scroll through. The functions of the physical buttons on the side do take some time to get used to, but overall it's pretty smooth to use. The GT2 boasts of 15 sports modes. In fact, within each sport, like running, there are several more options. It is detailed and diverse and a right fit for a budding athlete or even a fitness enthusiast. It's even water resistant up to 50 meters, so swimming with this is a no-brainer. We couldn't take it for a swim during our review, but we did dunk it in water for a bit and it did just fine. The heart rate sensor is of course there, but now it also works underwater. There is True Sleep 2.0, which can detect many levels of sleep, and with the busy lives most of us lead, the GT2 even has a stress check feature which will keep your stress under control. It has an inbuilt mic and speaker as well. Huawei has solved the pain point of running with your phone around. This watch can store up to 500 songs on it, so you can belt out those running tunes without having your phone on you. Everything can be tracked using the Huawei Health app and more watch faces can be added from there. This pairs perfectly with an Android phone in particular. All in all, at a starting price of 14,990 rupees, Huawei has a winner on its hands with the Watch GT2. The price is just right and the watch is gorgeous on the wrist with some solid health tracking features. If your fitness goals are set, this will help you seamlessly stay on track without burning a hole in your pocket this new year.
Welcome to the show. Great fan of everything that you do. But today, I think the entire situation is reversed. Today, you're going to educate me on technology, right? Which I think is great. And I'm going to educate you maybe on the football that I don't play. So tell me, you've actually had the watch for a few days,
Yes.
right? You've tried it out.
Yes.
And nobody could be better than you to tell me everything about the watch. First and foremost, have you ever worn a fitness band or a smartwatch before, or is this one of your first?
This is my first time I'm wearing a
Okay.
watch. In fact, being a footballer, some ornaments and watches and rings are something which I never wore it well throughout my playing career as well. But I think this is the first time I'm wearing a smartwatch, which is, I think, for fitness, which is, I've been wearing it for the last 3-4 days.
First, just the amount of sporting modes that it has. Did that surprise you that we've reached such a level in smartwatches that it can track so many different sports?
It did, because me not being such a big gadget expert, but knowing that it has got 15 different sports mode into it was quite surprising. And at the same time, you've got sports like swimming, triathlon, even I think other sports as well. So for that to really have that battery last for such a long time is something very, very surprising. But at the same time, I think the watch is also why I felt it very nice was even my own experience. Even yesterday, I was lying down and watching football, on a television.
Lying down and watching football. First of all, everybody here to imagine this. He was lying down and watching football.
And suddenly there was a notification from my watch, and it says that you've been lying down. You need to start working out.
Okay,
So
I find that very ironical.
That was
so
quite
you were
interesting.
lying down and watching football, and the watch told you you've been inactive.
I got a notification saying you're inactive. So
Now I have a few other things I want to find out. So if I was to ask you your favorite feature,
definitely number one is the battery, because with me traveling, which I do quite a lot, and you don't really get time to really recharge and get that places to
carrying
really,
a charger even if you were going
and
for
it's-
2-3 days. Yeah.
And another one is the stress. I think the tracking of stress is something which is
So it's a very good-looking watch. Is another one part that I thought was fantastic. Besides the fact that it has a great screen, the resolution, all those things are fantastic. Okay, so now tell me, how would you think something like this could help when you're running camps for that kids and the next big level in football that India really needs? You think a device like this could be helpful to basically train kids?
It does, because I think, again, it comes down to, again, you have a proper sleep, which is very, very important. A lot of times, I think, amount of workload you're taking as well, that is important. And nowadays, I think the biggest challenge, because I have kids as well, I'm a father myself, and a lot of times the biggest challenge for kids too is get them out, being outdoor, and they're just sitting in watching television, or now, into mobile phones or gadgets, trying to do that. So I think to make them active as well, I think it does really help.
Now comes the one or two quick fire questions, right? So first and foremost, it's the season of where movies are being made on sporting legends in India. So if a movie was to be made on you, who would play you? You have the chance to get the actor, and who would play your romantic interest?
I think I would definitely want somebody who's played the sport, because
that is important,
that is
because
very
otherwise it would
important.
look really bad,
then
right?
it does not really go into it.
Who comes to your mind
I
straight
think
away?
some of the good footballers in Bollywood today are obviously Ranbir. Is one of. I've seen him play. I played against him as well. Played along with him. He's really, really good.
Thank you so much for speaking with us. It was absolutely wonderful. We're going to go all the way to the sunny beaches of Hawaii, where at this present moment, Priyanka, yes, she's the one that got to go for this amazing exotic holiday, where apparently she worked for a few hours also, but spent about a week on the beaches. There she claims that she actually has the future in her hands.
The future is in my hands and surrounding me is beauty that I have only seen in postcards so far. So yes, Rajiv, life is very good to me today. Why? Because work has brought me here. I'm here in Maui in Hawaii for Qualcomm's annual tech summit, and in my hands is the Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 chipset, and they call this the beast for very good reasons. It comes with some great security features which will be powering the smartphones of 2020, a 3D sonic sensor where you can analyze not one but two fingerprints, and some great battery and camera features for your smartphones. That is why it's called the beast. So I'll show you what this chipset can do for your smartphone in 2020, and of course also show you some really cool demos. For now, let's get started, and of course, welcome to Maui. Sun and sand. Beautiful beaches that span miles and miles. Take a look around, there is nothing but lush greens and of course the endless luminous Pacific Ocean. But on the sands of Maui, one chipset aptly called the Beast is making big waves. So here is a quick look at what your Android phone will be able to do in 2020 with its new brain, the Snapdragon 865. The Snapdragon 865 happens to be the most advanced 5G platform, and all Android phones with this chip will be 5G ready. For phone manufacturers, the benefit is that the phones will be able to reach staggering peak speeds of 7.5 Gbps, which is faster than most home internet speeds. Xiaomi's co-founder Lin Bin officially announced the Mi 10, the company's next flagship, one of the first to come with the 865 chipset. Oppo's Alan Wu also announced a 5G phone coming in 2020. The 865 comes with Qualcomm's 5th generation AI engine, which is twice as powerful as the 855, and this translates to some brilliant AI experiences. In a particularly jaw-dropping demo on stage, we saw real-time AI translation. The phone translated words spoken in English and then played back the translation in Chinese to the recipient without skipping a beat.
Snapdragon 865 is a leading mobile AI platform.
骁龙865是最先进的移动人工智能平台。
This means if you're traveling across the world, there will be no language barrier. Move over professional cameras, because the 865 is giving Android phones the ability to record and edit 8K HD video, as well as the ability to take massive 200 megapixel photos. So you will be able to share a large 8K video from the phone to the cloud, share with another person who makes edits, and share it back. All over ultra-fast 5G speeds. In a world first, Qualcomm announced the 3D Sonic Max, a larger in-screen fingerprint reader with enough space for you to scan two fingers. Qualcomm says the 3D Sonic Max's target area is 17 times larger than the original, and this makes it more accurate and secure. I also saw a demo where the 3D Sonic Max could measure your heart rate. Another noteworthy feature, the 865 now fully supports dual SIM, which means that not only can it store eSIMs from more than one carrier, but the secondary inactive eSIM can still receive calls and texts. We saw this in a demo and it worked well. This will save manufacturing costs for phone makers once adopted.
We wanted to make sure that it is kind of in a category by itself, and so we concentrated on some major pillars of functionality. For example, AI, we doubled the AI performance from last year that we introduced the 855. So 865 is running 15 tops. We have 25% improvement on CPU, 25% improvement on GPU, but more importantly, the sustained performance of these two cores are held for a long time. We designed for long-term use, but best power.
So that was the annual tech summit from Qualcomm here in Maui in Hawaii, and of course the Snapdragon 865 truly is a beast, be it the fact that it supports dual eSIM, security features, the 3D sonic sensor, or even the fact that you can now capture 8K video and edit it makes this one a game changer. We'll be getting our hands on, of course, the phones that come with this beast in 2020. I've already shown you a sneak peek of the Mi 10 that will be coming with the Snapdragon 865, and we'll show you pretty soon what this guy can do for your smartphone on the Cell Guru Show. For now, from Priyanka, it's time to say aloha and mahalo.
Let's take a quick break right now. On the show, when we come back, a lot more, including our trip to Egypt. So from the sunny beaches of Hawaii, we will now go to the sun-baked incredible pyramids of Giza in Egypt. वहाँ पे रुबीना गई, सुना था कि Nokia 2.3 का लॉन्च हो रहा है वहाँ पे जितनी फोटोज उन्होंने अपने सोशल मीडिया में डाली हैं, वो जो फ़ोन है उसको ज़्यादा मैंने नहीं देखा, but I've seen all the other exotic things that she has done out there. तो देखते हैं whether it's the pyramids or the Nokia 2.3 that fascinated her more.
I'm in the land of pyramids, pharaohs and mummies, and in this place, amazing place steeped in ancient history, there's also innovation and technology from the future. What am I really doing here? I'm here for HMD Global's global event where they'll be launching a brand new smartphone from Nokia. And right after I'm done visiting the pyramids, I will head for Nokia's launch where you will see a brand new smartphone. That was a beautiful launch event that Nokia held here in Egypt for its latest smartphone, and even rightly so, because the latest smartphone, which is the Nokia 2.3, is a design marvel. It's very chic and premium for a phone that's priced under 10,000 rupees. There is a lot of AI in this phone because Nokia wants to bring AI for everyone in a budget. So there is AI assisted battery life, there is AI in its camera. They're going to give now recommended shot in its camera, which we will demo for you later. And there's also 6.2-inch HD plus display. So there's a lot in this phone. Let's take a look.
Amidst the African desert, HMD created an oasis where a potential pharaoh was born. Meet the Nokia 2.3, a budget phone from HMD that packs in a lot of smartness inside a beautiful shell. This phone will come to India soon, but first, it is going to be available in the Middle East, and we believe that's why HMD chose this exotic location for the launch.
The segment in which this device is launched, so the $100 to $150 segment, Egypt is actually one of the key markets for this segment. And if you also see how consumers are buying in this segment, just last year, it doubled from about 20 to 22% to over 40%. So about 40% of consumers in Egypt buy smartphones in this segment. And therefore, this was something that we always look at being as relevant as we can as we launch our devices. So this is a device that is tailored for markets like Egypt. So we said, why not bring it first to our Egyptian consumers.
When we held the phone, we could see the effort Nokia has put into designing the 2.3. The phone looks neat with a 3D nano-textured coating and aluminium body. It took a while for Nokia to make a phone that looks premium yet stays in the budget.
We have the color blend system where the color changes through the body. And it was actually very difficult to develop, but we did a pretty good job with it. And we use what we call a 3D nano texture. So there's a very small texture here that makes the phone less slippery. So there's a tactile side, which is comfortable to hold, but then the pattern itself also emphasizes the visual quality of the product.
Nokia 2.3 features a 6.2-inch HD plus display with Nokia's in-cell technology that enhances the screen's performance. The colors are vivid and bright. There is a drop notch on the screen which houses the front camera. Nokia has also included face recognition in this budget Android, and it works well. There is a lot of AI in this phone, starting with battery. The Nokia 2.3 comes with adaptive battery features which make the 4000 mAh last to about 2 days. There is also AI in this phone's optics. The Nokia 2.3 comes with dual camera at the back with a combination of 13 megapixel and a 2 megapixel lens. Nokia has introduced a new feature called the recommended shot, in which the phone picks the best shot for you. There are other modes as well, including bokeh. On the front, there is a 5 megapixel lens for selfies. The smartphone is powered by a MediaTek Helio A22 and 2 GB of RAM and 32 GB of internal memory. From the little time we got to play with the phone, it performed well. We will do a complete review and test this device once it comes to India. Nokia 2.3 runs on the Android One platform and it will ship with Android 9 Pie out of the box. The company has confirmed that the Nokia 2.3 is Android 10 ready. The successor of the Nokia 2.2 makes a strong case for itself. It comes across as a good everyday phone with all the essentials. But will it be able to give a strong competition to the phones present under 10,000 rupees in the Indian market? You will have to wait and find out, as we will review the Nokia 2.3 when it comes to India.
That then is the show for the week, but now remember, we spoke about a very special show of frustration, envy and jealousy. But now the real specials start. No sarcasm, this is where things get really, really hot. Last Phone Standing Part 1 next week. Only one phone per category can win, and this is our annual report across the entire year of 2019. Very, very exciting, right? Don't miss it for the world.